Today I am bringing you an original tag that I wrote as of yesterday, and that would be the New Year's tag. There's one for Christmas, there's one for Halloween, so why not have a tag for New Year's? Let's get started. Number 1, midnight. What book kept you up all night until you finished in 2014? For that one, I am picking The Evolution of Mara Dyer, but really I could have picked any of the 3 books because all 3 did it to me. This is the one I very clearly remember staying up way later than I should have, trying to finish it because it was just so good. So if you have not read any of Michelle Hodgkin's trilogy, definitely get on that because it's amazing. Number 2, fireworks. What was your favorite book that you read in 2014? For me, that was Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, which I've talked about a million times. It is my favorite book in the world. But I did technically read it in 2014. I read it about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, last January. I read Silver Linings Playbook and it was so fantastic. It became my favorite book, so I had to pick this one. Number 3, New Year's Eve Kiss. What was your favorite book romance of 2014? For this one, I chose Anna and Etienne St. Clair from Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Because I feel like this book is such a love-hate book. People either love it or they just really didn't like it. I was one of the people that loved it, and it gave me all the warm and fuzzy feelings that just the entire book I was waiting for them to get together, and I'm like, you know you love each other. You know it. You guys are perfect for each other. The Countdown. What is your most anticipated release in 2015? For that one, I am going to pick Ferris by Marissa Meyer because it's not really a novella because it's not short enough to be a novella, but it is sort of a prequel to all of her series because it focuses on Queen Lavanna. That's her name, Queen Lavanna. It focuses on Queen Lavanna's story, but it is a full-length novel. It is not a novella, so it's more like a prequel to the entire series. And I am so excited because I am head over heels in love with this series right now. Question number 5. What genre would you like to read more of in 2015? Now, I really never ever read graphic novels. The first one I'm going to be reading ever is for the Bibliothon. That is the first graphic novel I will have ever read. So I really would like to try and incorporate more graphic novels into my reading because a lot of times I really love the illustrations, but for some reason I never sit down and read them, and that's just really dumb because it actually seems like something I might like. So we'll see, but that's what I'm aiming for, is to read more graphic novels in 2015. Number 6, Auld Lang Syne, because you just can't have New Year's without hearing Auld Lang Syne at least once. What is a book that you've reread so many times that it's practically become a pastime? For me, that would be The Great Gatsby by S. Scott Fitzgerald, because out of every book I've ever read, I have reread this one. I seriously lost count of how many times I've read this book. I have owned so many copies of it because I've read them to pieces. And that's coming from me. I take very good care of my books. But I've read The Great Gatsby to pieces because you could almost say that's my favorite book if I didn't love Silver Linings so much. But I've reread this one so many times. I plan on reading it a million times more. I'm kind of half in the mood to reread it right now. I absolutely adore this book. And finally, number 7, and I am holding a book, so I'm not going to put my fingers up for that one. And that is the Times Square Ball Drop. Everyone's tuning in, so now's your chance to tell everybody a book you recommend them to read in 2015. So to you guys, going into 2015, ready to start over your reading year, I really recommend The Diviners. I feel like when this came out, a lot of people bought it, and then you never hear anything about it because it seems like a lot of people bought it and then never read it because it is a little bit daunting. It is a big book, but trust me when I say it is absolutely fantastic. This is one of my favorite books. It's so creepy and cool, and it's set in the 1920s, and just the language and everything is just so good. Libba Bray did an amazing job with this book, and Naughty John is probably one of the creepiest characters I've ever had the chance to read, and I love it. So if you like creepier books, if you like historical fictions, if you like 20s and flappers and New York City and ghosts and craziness and superpowers, this is the book for you because it is just, oh, it's so fantastic. It is so good. So please, I think this would be a great addition to your 2015 reading year. So that is all for this tag. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but I guess that's it. So I am going to tag Emma from Emma's Books, Cassie from A Sassy Cassie, Kelly from Kelly's Bookspell, Brittany from Brittany's Book Find. I am going to tag Selena from OXX Snap 13, Sierra from Sierra Reads. I'm going to tag Ray from Ray of Sunshine Books. Oh, who am I tagging? Enya from Enya's Corner. Oh, Ben from Bangity Bangs. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's how I've always pronounced it in my head. So Ben from Bangity Bangs. Michael from Michael Book Lion. Austin from The Reading Cave. Lindsay from Lindsay's Library. I'm going to tag Momo from The Booktube Girl. I'm going to tag Sam, and I'm suddenly spacing on your booktube name. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember your channel name. I'm so sorry, Sam. Okay, I know your name's Samantha. Samantha Books, is that it? I think it's Samantha Books. Okay, Sam from Samantha Books. And who am I tagging? Who am I tagging? I'm trying to think of who I know. Oh, this is always so much pressure. Like, I know I'm going to tag people at the end of these tags, but just when I get to it, it's like my mind just freaks out. So, who do I know? Who do I know? I am going to tag Jen from Fictional Gooseberry because I recently found her channel and she's kind of awesome. So I'm going to tag her as well. I might still tag a couple of people in the comments if I think of somebody else when I'm editing the video, because that's what always happens. Always. I don't know why I'm not prepared. I should just create a list before I film, but I'll probably never do that because I just don't think about it. Anyway, so that is all for this New Year's tag, and I hope everyone has an absolutely amazing New Year's. I hope you're satisfied with your reading goals for 2014, and I hope you have amazing reading for 2015. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later.